Cheers to the weekend.
Are you serious?
Watch
Yeah,
list.
to the weekend, homie. I ain't got no leg, but I got some purple stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I see you, Nicky.
Yeah. Why I get the memo? I ain't in uniform, man. I know we was doing uniform today. I know we was in uniform.
Can't leave you hanging, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What up,
Yeah.
y'all? What is
Yeah.
going on?
What's
King
happening?
Bolt, Nikki, Hollywood. We in here.
We back?
Yeah.
We are.
Leveling up on y'all too. We got the new theme music.
Yeah, let us know how y'all like the new intro. You know, shout out to Hollywood slapping that together real quick. You know, you multifaceted out here in these streets, so you know, let us know what y'all think.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Where's your uniform at?
I know, right?
Go
Slipping.
Yeah.
Okay, because you knew we was doing this. I'm just.
I didn't get what? I didn't get the memo. I said y'all playing.
You sent the memo. What you talking about?
This how we do. Yeah, we turn so quick. We turn so quick on folks. I just don't understand it. But it's all good.
That's crazy.
It is all good. We gonna kick things off. We definitely gonna kick things off, man. Lot going on in the watch list world. Just real quick, want to give a shout out to Rick Green, producing the beat, doing his thing, representing the Queen City and C Stand Up. We out here. Big shout out to Lenny Classics. We got the commission of the league. We got the fantasy league coming up. Limited spots left. Limited spots left. We want to know because they've been popping off on all platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. They talking like they know what they talking about. So put your money where your mouth is, man. Pause. So how y'all feel about it's a lot of swirl been going on around what's her name, Laila Ali and Clarissa Shields. I'm gonna put a quick clip on. We're gonna get into it.
Everybody's talking about it.
Look at Laila. Black excellence.
Unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me about it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we like. Laila, I'm here with my team. I got great news for you. We got the 15 million. Let's make a fight between me and you.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So Clarissa Shields, for those who don't know, she's a two-time Olympic gold medalist, multi-divisional, undisputed world champion. Man, she is 16 wins, 3 by knockouts, no losses. No losses. She's never lost, man. And she's an active fighter, excuse me. So she calls herself the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time, because, she doing her things. Now, here's the thing. Laila has been retired for almost 18 years. We got people old enough to be in the military that weren't even born from the last time she fought a fight. So she retired in 2007. She's 47, so she's a little older. Now, with that being said, she is the daughter of Muhammad Ali, but she's a bad woman in her own right. So she ain't nobody was beating her either. So Clarissa's calling her out for 15 mil. And I want to know what y'all think. Like, is this something that you want to watch? Do you think that Laila has a chance? Is Clarissa tripping? Is she clout chasing? That's kind of what it feels like, but I'm going to open it up to y'all. Whoever can jump in first.
Go ahead, Nicky. Go ahead and cook, Nick.
I'm gonna go real quick. Okay, so disclaimer. I'm just hella lit right now. Still burning up at a friend's house, so just saying that. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. I don't want to watch shit, that got to do with that little girl. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I hope Laila Ali beats her ass. She's just been doing way too much clownery since she's been with Papoose that I really can't even take her serious. She's great at her sport. I definitely know that. I'm just laughing because it's just complete bullshit. She does way too much on the internet. I can't even take it for real. Did you not see her in the video you just played? There it is right there. Laila, we have 15 mil. Shut the fuck up. Punch her straight in her face and knock her the fuck out. Like, Laila, I'm waiting on you. And you know what makes me sad about my opinion is like she's not doing anything different than any other fighter. Her picking out a big time fighter with a big name, someone that has a legacy. She's really not doing anything different. So it's not like anything we've ever seen before. It's just the bullshit that she has going on behind it. I cannot take her serious. That's my opinion on that. And I know she has a reputation with calling out people. Cause I see you, Clarissa. You called out that one girl in New York. I can't think of her name right now because I'm lit, but I fuck with her. You called out that one girl in New York because she had an opinion on TikTok. Don't be my ass now, but I said what I said. I hope she punches you in your face. Go ahead.
Thank you, Nikki. That was yeah. You know, it's seeing that clip. I kind of asked myself, like, how long ago was that clip of Layla Ali? Because it seemed like she wouldn't have been saying that if she'd been 18 years removed from the sport. And then it's funny how Clarissa picked out the lower end of what she said. She said 15 or 20 million. And of course, Clarissa said, I got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
You know, knowing Layla, she's not dumb. She's a businesswoman. She might up it again, but I feel like this is one of those situations where you don't want to see two legends go at it. Somebody's legacy will be tarnished after this. You know what I mean? And I guess to put it in basketball terms, it'd be like if LeBron called out Jordan into a one-on-one game. Like it's like, why would you do that right now? Like y'all are great in your own regards. Y'all had y'all's times. Y'all had, the world in a chokehold for your time. And like I said, Layla's, we're talking about 18 years. She hasn't been like conditioning and working out. She's older. So why are you even challenging this one? I kind of get it too because she beat every other woman in her field or her weight class. So I think she's bored. She wants to fight somebody that's going to be worth her fighting, and Layla would be that person. So I respect it, but at the same time, I'm like, you should have did this like 10 years ago, like when y'all first started talking about it. So to say it now, I feel like now she feel like she got a little back end. She's been popping in social media recently over some previous relationships and thereof, but I don't think it'd be good for the sport of boxing. It'd be like seeing Mike Tyson suit back up right now. Like it's like he's not ready to same. You love to see it, but it's not the same. So that's just my 2 cents.
I think both y'all nailed it. Clarissa Shields, you're doing a lot right now. It's like you love to be in the spotlight. And half of it isn't even because of fighting, it's other stuff. It's like I get it, you can do your thing, but you calling out somebody that hasn't boxed in 17 years. So I get it. You got a lot to lose. So you better mollywop her. You mess around and lose to somebody that ain't fighting X some years. And if I'm Layla, and I get it, you sometimes it's just like tongue in cheek. You be on them interviews, they be like, "Hey, would you ever come back to fight?" Because at the end of the day, I think it's been a surge or emergence in women's sports the last couple years. Like women always did sports, but like the attention on it, the TV time. I know the WNBA complains about money, but like how it is now compared to what it used to be is a lot better. It's a lot better. And boxing too, they didn't have pay-per-views. I remember it was the previous Friday before last, Netflix had an all women's boxing card, nothing but women. We didn't have women on the boxing card when Layla was coming up. They just fought, and we knew about it after the fact. So I get it from that lens. They're like, okay, now when things is popping, would you want to get back on the scene? Yeah, for about 15 mil because you owe me money. You owe me money because I paid the way for these young kids to get their bread. Clarissa's taking it to another level. Okay, now we really gonna do it. If I'm Layla, win, lose, or draw, I'm getting my bread, so I'm cool. But if she messes around and wins it, Clarissa, you look crazy. You look crazy. you look crazy. I can't spin it no other way. So
Especially
that's tough.
like if you're gonna call Layla out, you better be her ass.
Mhm.
You better, because now you're just gonna look silly. You should have just stuck in your field. Like, no, now you want to do extra shit. Like,
It would be like Terrence Crawford calling out Roy Jones Jr.
Right.
Like, this is crazy. Or Pacquiao. Wait, well, Pacquiao's still fighting, but like someone that like, we seen Tyson. Tyson ain't had no
Yeah.
draws on in the locker room. We
Cheeks
seen
out.
that. He had them cheeks out, man. He had them cheeks out, Mr. Cheeks. Then he tried to double down on like they too old. Like, what are we doing here, man?
You look like one of them old men at the YMCA that be walking around. You
that's
see where they put
terrible.
the towels in blood? No, bro, you didn't cover up.
Mm-hmm. He ain't trying to see that. He ain't trying to see that. But speaking of women's sports and the emerge of women's sports, WNBA All-Star Weekend. Oh my goodness. Out in Indianapolis, Indiana, home of Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. And I only said it that way because you got a lot of haters out there. You got a lot of haters. They don't like that. We named the team after Clark. Team Clark took an L, 151, 131, and the haters out there are saying like, "Yo, won't no defense played?" Well, guess what? No defense is played on the men's All Star either. And from an entertainment value, I will say, and I'm gonna throw it to y'all, that this weekend was good. Caitlin Clark was hurt, but um, we had a pretty good weekend. So I'm gonna throw it to you both. I know you're knee deep in the women's basketball world, so you know a little something something. So,
It was exciting to see, really. Shout out to Nafisa Collier. Her team won. He scored a All-Star high of 36 points.
For Team Collier. Kiki with 9 points off the bench. Collier connects.
She was shooting at that. It was good to see. So I'm not, like I said, if we go into the All-Star game, nobody's playing defense. It's about scoring points. It's about, having fun. It's kind of like the pickup game where everybody's tired. You're just trying to, get some cardio, work on a couple moves. But overall, I enjoyed watching the All-Star Weekend. Seeing some of the shots from the parties and stuff. They were having a ball. So I really enjoyed it. It's been nice to see the evolution of women's basketball over the last few years, from March Madness to WNBA, and I know even when they were giving out the MVP speech, the crowd was chanting them. So I just read recently that the MVP of the All-Star game, which wasn't a piece of Collier, she made $5,150. And don't quote me, but I feel like the guys get like $1 million. That's just a participant or something like that. So I'm like, I hear good things coming from the WNBA. They're adding 3 more teams over the next year or two. So there is growth, but I think now it's time we need to kind of see it on the financial side for these women. These are talented people. They out some guys in these situations. So it's some good talent, and I'm glad they're finally getting their shine. But it's it's going to take a little bit for them to get the kind of money that the guys get, in my opinion.
yeah, I think it's like 100,000.
Yeah, it might not be a million, but
It
I
might be
know it's a
100.
lot
It's
more.
way more than 5.
Yeah,
Way
I
more
mean,
than
and
5.
that's before taxes. You know what I mean? Like, some people making that on a 2-week basis.
I know that I don't want to. They call me pandering bear when I get into this bag, but women, like, if you're giving a good product like this, ain't no way these women shouldn't be getting paid more money. Now, I will say this. It was this narrative that everyone was only getting 70K in the WNBA, so I had to do some research. And I guess that's what the rookies are getting paid. So like some of the big time folks they hear they're getting like 250, 200K. I think the most you can get is 250. So like if you're not Caitlyn because she's new, but she's on that rookie deal. But like the ones that about that the heavy hitters, I think you got some slack about comparing them to Angel to her. They're getting like 200K, 250K. So they're getting a little bit more than what we're saying that we thought that they were getting. But in comparison to like the lowest paid man or man that's played in the NBA on like league minimum, they're at like 1 point something mil. So it's still not even close. It's not even close. And like quality of product, WNBA is kind of popping right now. I can't even hold you. It's really good. I used to hate on it. I thought college was better, but WNBA has really stepped this game up. And they're doing some innovative things. So just I want to touch on, and I'm gonna throw it to Nikki for your thoughts. For the All-Star game, they had some special rules. So they had a 4 point shot. They had a 4 point shot. We talk about like these are things we talk about. They're doing it. 20-second shot clock, so he's speeding up the pace of the game. And they try to take a little bit from hockey with the live play substitutions. And really for the first 38 minutes of the game, no free throws. So like it was just nonstop action. So yeah, they're doing it. Nigga, how you feel about the disparity in pay? You think they should get more, or you think they don't make enough so they don't deserve it? Because I think at the end of the day, it's like one big company, so you could parcel out some from the men's to pay the women. How do you feel about that?
Um, Unfortunately, a thing that's happening. Women are known to get paid less. If you're a black woman, you get paid less. If you're a minority, you're known to get paid less. It is unfortunate. I do think they get paid more. I can't even imagine the vigorous workout that they have to do. They're probably doing the same workout as the men. You know what I mean? Especially with everything that you're describing, how games have been going. Again, I don't watch basketball, but with the pay, I do think that they deserve it, especially with the traction that they've been getting the last few years. I haven't heard of women's basketball being um, as hyped as it is since I'm gonna be again someone that's I'm not hearing it. I'm still not watching the sport that much, and I'm hearing so much about movies, Caitlin Clark, and else on the teams. I think they should do better. In 2025, it's too much for women to not be getting paid what they deserve or getting paid as they're, being worked for. It just doesn't make sense. That's really the opinion that I have. It starts at the top. And if the top isn't doing anything about it, it just shows you how much they care about their employees. Because at the end of the day, that's what they are. You guys are a corporation. These are your employees. If you're not paying them what they're worth, then you don't pay them.
You know what's crazy, Nikki? And to your point, tickets for the All-Star Weekend sold out 7 hours, but then go on the sale. They sold out in 7 hours. So whatever they were supposed to, they were sold out. This wasn't like there's no empty stadium. They sold out within 7 hours out in Indiana. So people are buying this product, So I think that at the end of the day, we got to put a little more respect on the WNBA and the women. And Bolt, I'm gonna throw it to you. I'm gonna throw a quick clip. That 3 point contest was crazy. The New York Liberty racked up this weekend. Sabrina did her thing, and I definitely want to recognize her efforts and what she did out there. So take a quick look. Whack up. See, she looks like me in my prime. Bam, bam. I think I mean she went against guys, right? Or teamed up with guys. Kimbo, fill us in on that.
So yeah, Sabrina is a licensed shooter. We all know that. She's been doing this since high school and college, but last year she had the opportunity to face against Steph Curry right out to the men's 3 point contest, and she almost won. So when we talk about talent wise, like these women, we of course everybody goes to Duncan, but Duncan isn't everything in basketball. Got guys out here that can't dunk. It's the intelligence behind the game, the work that goes into it. I would definitely. I think they're on the way to getting paid a substantial amount. Hearing things like the league is expanding. That means more games, which in turn means more opportunities to be on TV, more money in TV deals, different things like that. So we all know it's a number. The more that the Players Association is able to get portions of deals for the players, we'll see those things. But I mean, they just had the Commission Cup as well right before this. Another great opportunity, great competitive basketball. So I'm really surprised. It's been really good to watch since the NBA. We're leading in the NFL. So for all sports heads, it's just like watching sports. I'm a basketball fan, so I just love seeing good ball being played, and I'm definitely getting a good product out of the WNBA.
Of my favorites. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I just call some names out there, but I ain't gonna do that. Miss Me Bounce. She said, "Talk about the Me Bounds all you want to, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna make money." She got a brand new shoe. She debuted during the All-Star, and I'm talking about Angel Reese.
Bullseye hit it the most, there's no misses. Something like fish.
Look at them. Shout out to Reebok. I just want to know, do they sell those for men or is it just women? Can I get those? Can I rock her shoes? Can I rock her jersey? Is that cool? How does that work? How does that work? And Nikki, like if you out in these streets, some of these old dudes, they like to smell them, right? They say, "Let me smell you, girl." Can an old man or a young man, whatever dude, can a dude rock a WNBA jersey with the shoes and still get it popping, or is it frowned upon? Because we got to respect women at the end of the day, right? I mean, I don't know how
Yeah,
that works.
why not? Yeah, I feel like if you're rocking the jersey and the shoes together, that's a cute little comp. But it also shows like you support women, you watch the game, you like what they do. I mean, you're a fan. Not in a weird way, but like, you appreciate their work and their craftsmanship as basketball players. So it wouldn't be frowned upon. And if it is frowned upon, then that's not the girl for you. Keep moving.
Facts, facts. I think Bolt rocked the Skylar jersey back in the day.
That from Notre Dame jersey, I would have rocked that bad boy. Now, on some real though, I am a believer in rocking a female jersey, and I feel like if you're a fan of any player, you're gonna get their jersey, no matter what their gender is. If it's soccer, if it's whatever, it doesn't matter. But I may personally draw the line with rocking the jersey with the shoes. I'm not me. To each his own. Me personally, I don't really like the shoes. I respect her for having her first shoe deal. I do. I'm all for the women getting their own shoes. Hollywood, you could remember back when Shell Scoops had her shoes. Like I wanted them for. I had to get like a 13 in men and women's just to rock them. You know what I mean? But they were comfortable shoes. Great basketball shoes. But it's a great privilege to see. She teamed up with Shaq, which is kind of ironic when you think about it. We ain't gonna bring. Yeah, we'll see what happens after that. But I respect Angel Reese for her hustle. I know she's out here with good endorsement money. I'm all for the women, signature. Asia Wilson, she had hers released recently. Hers is fire. Sabrina Ionescu, I think she's with Under Armour. So it's great things happening in the WNBA. I love to see it for the youth. The youthful women that are now they have more opportunity to see people to look up to. You think back when we were growing up, it was like probably a top five. You had like Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, Dawn Staley, uh, Diana Taurasi when she was coming in the game. Tamika Holdsclaw, like it was some female hoopers, but you didn't get the opportunity to see them as much as we do now. So I'm definitely happy with what the WNBA is doing. I know it's a road, so on the way to get there, but it's just one take of time.
I gotta keep it real for the folks out here against my boy, my man, my childhood brother, King Boat. Hey, they said you've been riding, you've been riding Caitlin a little bit. You've been riding Caitlin, you've been milking it, you've been squeezing the juice out this Caitlin train, man. And with that being said, she's injured. She's going to be out for the next 3 weeks. She got a groin injury. But All-Star Weekend, they ain't stopped the train because she was outside. How you feel about Caitlin? Did the lack of Caitlin presence in the 3-point contest, skills contest? I know she was coaching. Did it impact this weekend, or was this weekend did it not skip a beat?
I don't think it skipped a beat. I mean, you opened up with it with they sold out tickets. I think that was going to happen whether she was healthy or not. So it was good for basketball to see. You know, I feel like if people are going to criticize her for being injured and then catching her out at social events, like, that's two different things. Like, there's plenty of people that are hurt that have a social life. That don't mean you have to stay in bed and be in recovery. We all know her competitive nature. I'm sure if she could have been out there, she would have been out there, you know. And then you think about it, this is a fun game. So she's still trying to go to the finals and play in the playoffs. So maybe you need to take this week off, whether it was All-Star week or not. I feel like she would have taken this time anyway. You know, if they were playing a game, it would have been the same thing. So I don't see the importance of showing her at a little nightclub. And, you know, let that girl live. Like, I think a lot of times people forget these athletes are still human beings. Like,
She's young.
put yourself in their position. Like, I can't judge somebody that's making a good bit of money and has a camera in their face all the time, and it's like you have no opportunity to truly be yourself. It's kind of crazy. So, you know, I think we need to give them some more respect and privacy in certain situations. But I understand everybody's got a phone, and they're gonna whatever they think they should. So, yeah.
Respect. Nigga, like showing the video of her throwing that thing in a circle. Killin was out there cutting up. I tried to do the PC one, but hey, you talking about that groin injury? I'm about that groin injury. I'm talking about Caitlin, not you, Nikki. Caitlin.
I was like,
It got left quick. I'm like, whoa.
damn,
Not what I
hold on.
meant.
But yeah, no, Caitlin's young. I mean, why can't she be outside just because she got a little injury? Like, please, she a young bug. She's supposed to have fun. Like you guys said, she got money. What's the problem? Mind you, I don't know what the guy was saying on the mic, but he gave her the mic and she just started screaming. She's having fun. Like, please, she's not worried about a thing right now.
And they're in Indiana. They're in her home city.
Yeah, like let her represent.
She has to host them. Like, that's
Yeah,
weird.
she's representing.
That's
She's
weird.
having fun. Like, please, they're hating at this point.
Because if he hands her the mic and she don't scream into it, it's a problem.
Exactly. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're back at home. You're not excited." Like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I'm glad that she's just doing her.
And that's a scrutiny we put these people in, you know. We praise them for the good and then we send them down Hit Street for the bad. But this ain't bad. Let a girl live.
Yes. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna throw it to Nikki to introduce this one because it's in your neck of the woods. A lot going on right now. Well, you know I'm talking about CEO, Boston area, Coldplay.
You guys are so
It's a lot.
embarrassing.
It's a lot. Hold on one second.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
What?
Mind you, and I bet when the leader of Coldplay, whoever was singing, said that, I bet he never imagined he would have went to bed and woken up knowing that it's actually an affair. That's crazy. He was just joking. And it's like, no, it is. But apparently, these two work at the same company. Heavy on hot mess. They work at the same company called Astronomer. Not too privy about what that company does. I'm gonna assume it's something to do with it. I don't know. The woman is head of HR, and the man is CEO of the company. They both are married. They both have children. They're caught, obviously, as everyone can see, in public at a Coldplay concert, canoodling, hugging each other, and I just feel like the man made it more hot. The whole ducking and hiding, that was too much. That was too much. If anything, and this is just me, if I was in the situation, I would have just acted like I was giving the broad the Heimlich. I would have just, I would have just kept pumping and just been like, move the camera, she needs help. But the whole ducking and hiding and crawling was very excessive. She had to,
Yeah, that was crazy.
he had to come out. He came out with an apology to his wife, all this extra stuff, and I just feel like, was it worth it? All that money, all that power, all that power. So, what's your opinion? Mind you, we're all embarrassed in Boston. All embarrassed in Boston.
Yeah, that's what Boston. There's always something in Boston,
We're very
right?
embarrassed.
Always something in Boston. All right. So what's his name? Andy Byron, CEO of Astronomer. He's the CEO. The woman, Kristen Cabot, she was the chief people officer. So this ain't even like this is executive, this is ELT, this is C-suite. These are some big time like what is going on here? Um Man, now here's the thing. I'm not trying to give nobody an out. I'm not. If I was Kristen, I would throw Andy under the bus. I don't even care if it was we planned it. Hey, he invited me on this company trip. He's the CEO. I felt I couldn't tell him no without retaliation in the workplace. I was fearful for my job. I'm out here at this concert, and all I fear is this man because he grabbed her from behind, right, holding her. He up here, dry humping her from the back slowly, face all on her neck, and I'm flipping that. I'm flipping that. I'm not like this. This is crazy. Now, obviously, he had to resign. That's tough. I think if they would have tried to play it off, they could have played it off. But when you my man dropped on fours and tried to military crawl his way out, like who does that?
I need somebody to get the footage who was standing next to him.
Right. I'd have been like, and there's other people who worked with him that was there. They're like, yo, what's going on? And then he tried to. The only thing I respect about him is he did his apology, but then he tried to flip it like it was the Kiss Cam's fault. How dare y'all take a private like, dude? This is normal. Like that happens. Like ain't nobody sitting over there looking all romantic. And the joint don't even look better than your wife.
I ain't seen his one.
Internet is cold, like Coldplay. They pulled the wife up. They pulled her up. The woman's husband. The kids is making TikToks. Nikki sent me the
Yeah,
video
I
of the
seen.
You
kids.
saw that too,
The
I
kid
seen
right?
looked
the
like he's
son
going
making
through some mental
TikTok.
issues himself. And I want to get on nobody kids, but I'm like, yo, realize.
Honestly, I don't even know if she'll be able to switch it because she's supposed to be head of HR. You're the person that we
Yeah,
go
that's my whole
to
thing,
for
Hollywood.
complaints.
Like as the HR person, he wouldn't have been letting that. And then if it really does go to that, I'm sure there are text messages that say there was, mutual uh, attraction.
Yeah, but you can't give consent because he's the CEO. That's the thing. I can say whatever I want. I'm gonna agree because you're the CEO. It's power dynamics. So even though I don't agree with what I'm saying, it's an out. It's out. I'm keeping my job. I'm throwing him under the bus. I'm running him over. I'm apologizing to the husband. Now the husband, because everyone talks about the CEO's wife, but they don't talk about that woman's husband. The embarrassment of him. You got your joint up here. You think y'all in a business meeting. You see her on TV. She comes home. I'm sitting in my recliner like this. It's pitch dark. All you see is my eyes. I'm be rocking in that chair like, all right,
Oh, you see it.
all right.
This dude gonna be sitting in a chair like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. Yeah. But for Buddy, he gotta be smart. If you gonna be out here hugged up, don't be doing that in no public event. Like it didn't have to be the kiss cam, it would have been somebody else. Nobody knew who he was until all this came out. It wasn't like
Right.
the Kiss Cam people was like, "Oh, there goes the CEO of Wisconsin. Let's get him."
They ain't even know. They ain't know. Just he.
But I mean, yeah, like it's just shit that happens. So like, if you're gonna take your side piece to a basketball game, there's an opportunity you might be up on Kiss Cam. So be smart about what you're about to do. Yeah, I would have had like I was putting her to sleep when they said it to me. I was like, oh, see that? That's what I learned at UFC practice. Yeah, just put her to sleep. But no, the Heimlich was hilarious, nigga. That was funny as hell. But yeah, Buddy made it worse by ducking, rolling up out of there. You, you gotta take it now, brother, man. And what kills me is the few seconds until they realize it's them. They're like looking like, oh, these people look happy. Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
That's
So
exactly how they look.
it's unfortunate for the families. Um, yeah, I don't know how I would feel if I was old buddy and I'm scrolling TikTok and see my wife on Kiss Cam with the CEO of the company she worked with.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate, and I'm really leaning to you, Bolt and Nikki, to really explain where they went wrong and what they should have did in this situation. So sometimes you got to go to the SMEs, the experts on this. So
Where they went wrong.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Anything for the views.
Yo, you a wild one. You tripping. I don't even know what I was about to say. You threw me off.
Because sometimes the job be having designated seats for the companies. They had their own seat. So I was like, dude, are you crazy? You're the CEO. You probably didn't even buy these seats. These are company seats, and you're bringing in the HR woman on some business stuff. You probably reimbursed your meal and your drinks and all this, and you pulling this stunt. Now you're on camera. Yeah, it's a reason you didn't make it till Monday. You had to resign, and I don't respect it. King Bolt, nor I, nor Nikki, we condone any of that. We don't do that. That's not the life we live. We're going to publicly, for shame on you, man.
For
Not cool.
shame.
Take her to a hotel.
Shame.
Yeah, bro. Like, just tell your wife you don't want to be with her. I'm sure there's money and all that, but don't cheat.
Good. That's what made me mad. Like, my issue is if you're a CEO, you're this old dude, and you're using your power, because obviously at the end of the day, why do we work hard for power and influence to get one? So I get that. But if you're doing that, don't let it be some old fogey at work. It need to be a little young, not young, but like 35, 38. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a Laker girl or something. Like, make it be worth your fancy, because I'm embarrassed for the wife, because at the end of the day, the wife looked way better than that. Like, you're doing.
You know what my thought process is with all of this? It's because of the position that they hold. That's where I felt like they went wrong. Don't be the head of HR and don't be the CEO if you're going to hunch on your coworker. Let's be so for real. But now I'm thinking about the workplace. Imagine I work at Astronomer and I make a complaint and my complaint didn't go through. Oh, it's because you was hunching the CEO. Oh, okay. So now, on top of being publicly humiliated and caught, you probably got a snowball of bullshit that you got to deal with when you go back to work. And he don't got to deal with it because he resigned. He left. He didn't even let the full 24 hours breathe. 12 hours went by. The sun came up.
As soon as he ducked, he started writing that apology.
He literally said, and said, please.
Hey, but it's funny because normally it's people that are in those positions that do that. They feel like they can't be. Oh, I just got tickets to Coldplay for my whole company. I'm gonna do what I want. In Hollywood, you talk about her looks, but sometimes it's not about what they look like; it's about what they're doing. So,
Hey, not too much on the wife. I didn't want to do her like that, but yeah. And
I'm just saying.
What did you do or not do to put him in that situation, man.
I wasn't saying that, but
I'm saying that he
sometimes
whole CEO. I'm working crazy hours, and I come home. You better be the nasty, like Ludacris song. I want a woman in the street and a freak in the bed. Like you're like, you got to step it up.
she's tired too. No, she's tired too. She was cleaning up that big old house, taking care of them kids. Like, she's tired too.
Man, they got a butler and a nanny.
They probably don't. I'm on the wife's side. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. She's probably doing the best that she can.
All on the wife's sides.
Hollywood, you said that so angrily. We're all on the one side.
All on the
Why not? Why not? I mean, honestly, he probably gave him the ultimatum. If you resign or this is I'm cleaning you house and live. I've seen a similar situation in the workplace where there was an ultimatum given to the spouse, and the spouse chose the spouse over the work relationship. So, you know, it's we don't know what's going through their head. I'm sure they've had some very heated conversations before and after this. But it's just unfortunate. I won't even say unfortunate. Like, you're doing your dirt, bro. Be smart about it.
Yeah, I think like at the end of the day, these
To be foolish as they are, they probably did the little sneaking, the little hotel rooms, but now they need more excitement. That's what it was giving. You're just hugged up, all comfortable. And I don't know who the girl was. I don't know if you guys
man,
peeped in the video. When homegirl turned around, there's a girl right beside her. She's kikiing. Like she knows what's going on, and she's like, "Girl, you about to be in some shit."
They said, yeah,
She said, "Well,
is
god dang, they got you." 4K.
it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, I know. I know. If he thought his job was hard, boy, no pun intended. Thoughts and prayers go out to the CEO, his family, them kids that are impacted. I feel so bad for them because you got to go to school
Yeah.
and hear it, right? Like that's tough.
they ain't going to no regular school. Like everybody's kids know about this. They all got money. So it's extra.
Well, they're probably used to it. Then they're probably like, oh yeah, we go to therapy. They OD on the pit. No, I ain't gonna say all that. But this is tough. This is tough. It's tough out
All
here.
right, next topic.
Do your dirt. Do your dirt on your look. Nah, we at the watch list. We gotta keep it honest. We gotta be real, and we're not sugarcoating and playing these PC games. Only PC games we play is Call of Duty, man. What are we talking about?
Hey, but on some real, I know we about to wrap up. Do want to send a special shout out to all the families there in Texas that are affected by the floods. I know still a lot of people that are looking for kind of scary. My mom's out there right now. She wasn't affected by anything, but just being in the state and having all that going on is kind of scary. So, thoughts and prayers going for the families, for those affected. I know it's not easy to rebuild in this time, but yeah, just want to show y'all some love here on the watch list.
Hey, prayers for Texas. It was crazy. And New Jersey flooded up a little bit too. Any other state?
Really?
Yeah, I believe it was Paterson, New Jersey, and a couple other towns flooded up pretty bad.
This weather's been insane. I got to bring some people on. They've been in my ear about the government controlling the weather and its impact. And I don't even want to play like that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Has anybody noticed that the clouds have looked lower? Like they damn near look like you can just get up and grab them like a piece of cotton candy. And
They don't. I ain't gonna lie. They don't look real.
bro, and listen, I was outside doing what I do best. And I'm looking up in the sky, and it looks like the clouds is running from something. And I'm like, what y'all know that I don't know? So, I don't know. Keep a lookout on the clouds, y'all.
Diving in that. We're going to have to take a deep dive in that. I promise the last 2 weeks straight, it's been thunderstorms. Not throughout the whole day, but portions of the day, back to back to back to back. There's been flood out here in North Carolina. We flood warning, flood damages. There's also some damages in a lot of folks out there. So I want to recognize NC2, probably not to the extent of Texas, but it's been some major damages. Water supply unclean. It's crazy, and I'm looking. I'm like, I thought it was April showers bring May flowers. We're in July and it's raining every day, every day, every day, every day.
I mean, Hollywood, they said that this global warming thing has changed our season range. Like our seasons aren't in the normal months they've been in. Everything's kind of shifted. So if you look, winter kind of goes into like the end of March now. It's not, so I think we're adjusting. You look at hurricanes. Hurricane season was always like September. Like I've seen more hurricane warnings around October, November now.
It definitely
So
could be.
it's scary.
It definitely could be global warming, or it could be our good Lord and Savior coming back. Y'all better repent. Y'all better repent and get right with the Lord. I'm just saying, these
Amen. Amen.
floods,
Amen.
everything is shutting down. I'm just saying, if you haven't now, He's waiting on you. I had to bring it up.
Take me now,
I
Lord.
had to bring it up. Let's
I'm
log
tired of
out
this.
now. Subscribe, like, comment, share with your peoples. You know what to do, and if you're not doing it already, then do it.
I know. Do it. Sign it out. Watch list.
Yeah.
Bye.